back to
the Zak
and Buzz
review of Gladiators Season 2.
Episode 2.
Can you feel the power of the Gladiators? Yes, we can, and it's awesome. We are loving it. Woo!
Yay, we're back.
We're back. And with four more
new wannabe
contestants.
champions.
That's it. We had, for the men, Joe and Aman.
Yeah, we have Beardy Joe and
Beardy
Aman.
Joe, who's 40, and Aman, who's 25. And it's kind of, for me, it was a repeat of last week. You had the older guy, and then you had the younger guy, and from the onset, I'm immediately going the younger guy.
There's almost like a bit of a disadvantage immediately.
But we'll see how that goes.
We'll cover it.
Yeah, and then for the ladies, we had Nikki, was it?
Yep.
And Kiva.
Nikki and Kiva.
There's
some quite exotic names in there.
43-year-old Nikki, 23-year-old Kiva. So
I'm glad you've made notes on all this.
I've got my notes, and they, yeah. So again, it's the older following the younger again, and you can't help it. But let's face it, I'm older, and there is no way I am as fast and as fit as I was when I was,
my age.
30. Yeah, it's 20.
I'm not 30.
20. Well, you're 26, nearly 27. So yeah, between 25 and 30, sort of optimum time you want to be in there. So you kind of think the older competitors are gonna, we'll have to work for it. Yeah. And work for it they did. Because we're straight to the first event. The first event on this week's one was Duel. So who did we have on Duel? We had Joe.
Yep.
And who did he go up against?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, back to my notes again.
Was it
Bionic?
Bionic,
yes,
yeah.
He was giving Bionic the wink. Giving him the wink.
They seem to have like a thing between each other for the entire episode here.
Is it?
Because I don't want to go to the Gauntlet, but like there was a confrontation on Gauntlet like later on. But first off, it was of course Duel. And
so Joe lost out to Bionic, getting slapped off that, and then a man went on there and he went up against Steel, and he was actually the fastest person out, I reckon.
Yeah.
He didn't even last 3 seconds.
Oh dear.
Which was very unfortunate. But that
was because he went down on the two platforms, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Or did he just go?
It was because he used.
I know that
stick.
I think Kiva did the balance bit, didn't she? Touch the two platforms. Anyway, but the men didn't get anywhere. It was good fun to see him get knocked out. And then, I was right last week. I said they were going to introduce a new gladiator this week.
Gladiator?
And they did. They introduced a new gladiator before the ladies' duel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the name of the gladiator?
The name of the gladiator was Cyclone!
What?
Cyclone!
I can't hear you! What was the name of the gladiator?
Bloody hell, Cyclone! What'd you get that in here for? I think we'll stick with doing that.
Your beard has just gone poof, 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 wee!
Poof, wee!
Very excitable today.
Should I be very careful and not say Cyclone? No!
Oh no, I just knocked down a sonic screwdriver from there.
Oh yes, there you go. Anyway.
I think I'll stop doing that.
Yes, otherwise I'm going to get cascaded upon by collectibles. So yes, Cyclone was introduced, and immediately loads of people, I'll admit, I thought she was American. I could have sworn her voice was American, but it turns out she's Irish. And then on further lookings over the past few days since Saturday's episode, she has become on social media a bit of a Marmite character.
Interesting.
People either think she's great or people don't really like her. I don't think that I'm a Glad fan, so I don't dislike any of the gladiators. I think they're all great fun. You have your favourites.
I think she's definitely filling in that kind of female.
I'm not the first person to say this.
girl.
I'm not the first person to say this, but you go back to the original Gladiators. She's kind of filling in for Nightshade. You got that Nightshade vibe.
Okay.
Nightshade.
I believe you. It's been a while.
You don't want to take on Nightshade, So yes, it's been a while. So anyway, then she went up against Nikki and Kiva, and
simultaneously. Well, not simultaneously, but like one after the other.
But she said, "I'm not coming down. I'm staying."
Who's
up
next? Who's next?
I'm going to take them both on, which has never been done before, or something they were saying, which is all good fun. And so she basically zonked both of the ladies as well.
Yeah.
So there we go. So Duel basically didn't go Nikki knocked off Cyclone. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was Kiva got disqualified for touching both.
Touch the things. Okay.
Touching both things. So yeah, nobody really scored anything on that. And then we went on to Gauntlet. Yeah. Which again, yes, they've added the extra zone that we're really pleased about.
Yay! They listened to us.
They listened to us. We had Steel, Bionic, Apollo, Phantom, and Giant.
I am a giant.
Yes, so always sticky with the end, bless him.
But that was the thing. Bionic here swapped.
Swapped places
with Steel.
Yeah.
So he could take on Joe immediately.
And then Joe came up to him and he's like, well, he's not doing that. He's kind of like.
There's the size difference.
Yeah,
the size difference.
Crazy.
It was really funny.
I find that new shield. It's a bugger, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, for the pin.
Yeah, for the pin, and you got old Clattenburg going. Release! All the time.
Release!
But I do find that shield just a bit. I wonder whether they should just go for more of a flat shield.
I mean, why didn't they just go for like literally another of the same thing?
Yeah, I'm sure they double up on the the singular hand pads before. Yeah, those ones, the sort of punch pads.
No idea.
Well, back in the old series, I can't remember. Anyway, it's great. It's got an extra zone. That's what we wanted. That's what we got. So they just got to get through there, and they get there 2 points per zone. They get.
Joe he didn't get all the way.
Oh, shall I tell you?
Yeah, tell us.
Okay, so Gauntlet. Joe got 6 points.
Yay!
And Apollo got told for being naughty.
Oh.
Pinning him. That's it. And then. So there you go. And a man got 10 points because he managed to just about get through.
It was so close.
Yeah.
So close.
Nikki got 8 points against the ladies. The ladies were Dynamite, Athena, Sabre, Fire and Cyclone. And if I recall, Sabre got chased out the arena by Clattenburg again. Which is really quite funny. How did it? She's going, no, I'm staying here. Whoop, no, I'm not. Hey, I'm off. I think he's enjoying his job too much.
Not too much. There isn't too much in this.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah,
I actually really like him.
He's a character unto himself. Because if you remember in this episode, they had their own little entrance.
Oh yeah, they did.
That was nice.
It was nice. The Revs got their own entrance, and that was really cool. Nicely done.
Nice touch.
Yeah, and it's great. And it kind of. His voice has that homage to the original, you know, and it just works really well. Mm-hmm. Just works really well. But yeah, so that put Kiva out in front on that one. And then we had The Wall, which again, last year we did complain about people, their shoes coming off and everything. And
I wonder what they've done. They did kind of shed some light on that, saying people put some stuff on. It was
Diamond. Diamond commented that she gave. I think it was Nikki, or was it Kiva she was after? I can't remember. But she commented on them being that they weren't cheating by putting lotion on their legs.
Yeah, that was it.
But it looks like the shoes are actually
staying on this time.
Better.
Yeah.
Because they were just popping off.
Yeah, so how are they doing that? How are they staying on?
Because Nikki got to the top. Yeah. Because she was like, try better luck next time to Comet. And but Diamond just got hold of Kiva and...
Yoink.
You're not going to support that weight, you know. It's like, you're coming down. You know.
So I wonder what they're doing with the shoes that's stopping them from being pulled off.
I don't know if maybe they made them. Maybe they've changed the design of the supplier. I don't know. They need what I said. Ideally they wanted a kind of a baseball type boot. Something that went onto the ankle. That stopped the foot coming out.
Boxing boots.
Boxing boots. But I don't know whether they've changed the design. I'd be interested to know if you know. Put it in the comments. But whether they've made the shoes up tighter to the ankle. Or maybe that the refs are checking they're tied tight before they go on.
Maybe.
Because that would be another way to cheat, would be to loosen your shoes before going there.
Oh, that would be naughty then.
So they're tight enough for you to climb, but if anybody grabs a shoe, you can pop your foot out of it.
Just like that.
Just like that. And then the blokes. Who do we have on the blokes?
That was Viper, wasn't it? It was Viper, yeah.
Gauntlet, Wall, yeah. So they Legend, oh yes,
and Apollo. There
Legend and Apollo.
Viper did turn up in the next one.
Well, you mean Bradley's new son? Do you know, I was thinking about this just right. The way my brain works sometimes. Well, I was thinking, you got Cyclone. Leave that alone. Cyclone.
What do you mean, my
Cyclone, right?
high-powered utensil?
Leave me alone. Leave my being alone. It's been fluffed enough.
You're going to have nightmares about
so
that.
So you got Cyclone and you got Viper. Ooh. And I thought, well, you see, if you had a gladiator called Shark, and you had a gladiator called Tornado, then you'd have Sharknado. So maybe we should like stick Viper with Cyclone and have Viplone. Viplone. Sort of like a snake-filled cyclone. Could be a whole new series of B movies.
Yeah.
Viplone.
Viplone 2. Vipo-geddon.
Vipers, instead of snakes on a plane, it's snakes in a cyclone.
We come up with some really crappy ideas, don't we?
Somebody will make it.
Probably.
Yeah, but Legend was doing his usual bit on there, which was great. And then, so after the ball, we had Collision. Which frankly, guys, I don't know if anybody else feels the same, but I really think they should drop Collision.
I
don't even think...
I wasn't expecting it to come up. I thought, you know what, we've got so many new things coming. Let something disappear.
I kind of feel the Gladiators go, oh God, we've got to put our long black socks on again now. And try not to kick anybody.
It just doesn't
it's not exciting, is it?
Exciting. They just swing and they can't kick, they can't shove, they can't wrap.
They're not meant to
scissor. It's like, what can we do? I don't know.
At one point, I think you had Comet doing the splits just for the fun of it. I think they did nick Nikki off, didn't they? They knocked Nikki off.
Yeah.
So she didn't score or anything. And that was the other thing. Joe, a man got told off sort of hovering about. Kiva got 2 points deducted. But that was the thing, because if you watch it, if you go back and watch a replay, Joe was chucking them balls in.
Yeah.
And at least one of them bounced back out again.
Yeah.
Because obviously it curves downwards. He hit the back ring on the net and it bounced out. Now, previously, one of the competitors on Powerball chucked the ball in and the ball bounced out, and they gave it to her because the ball went in.
Yeah.
So he should have had those points as far as I was concerned.
Sort it out.
Joe should have had those points, and frankly, it would have helped him a little bit, on that last bit on the eliminator.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But yeah, so we had the collision, which is like it's like
the weaker of the other.
You go right, time to make a cup of tea if you really have to. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so they did their stuff, fine, and then we got on to probably one of our favourite one at the moment.
The Waffle Board of Doom.
Yes, it. The Edge.
If of all of the games to play on Gladiators, this is the one I would really, really enjoy playing.
I think I'd like to play as well. Yeah.
Can we do it against each other?
Yeah. I'd rugby tackle you, no trouble. I'd have you down. I'd have you down.
I'm a springbok.
A springbok.
I'm a gazelle.
It'd be like what was that? Sin City, where I can't think of the big guy's name. Gets hold of
the big guy goes against Frodo.
Yeah, gets hold of Frodo Baggins and says, "Right, that's it. Now try jumping about your bouncing."
I got you now, you slippery bastard.
That's it.
I got you now.
As long as I got hold of you, that's it. You ain't going nowhere. Once I've clamped. Anyway, yeah, we like the Waffle Board of Doom, as you can probably tell. As much as we love things like Gauntlet and Duel, I want to see Hang Tough. Come on,
I want to see Atlas Spheres again. I was surprised they introduced it, but they didn't have it in this episode.
I know, but I am having Hang Tough withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah,
I love that game.
It's a good game.
That game they've got to play more Hang Tough and give Comet a chance.
Yeah, give Comet a go.
Give Comet a chance to put her gymnastic abilities to the fore in that one.
Yeah, the thing is, they can wrap their legs around in that.
Yeah,
but
they can't do it on Collision.
May as well just stand there with their legs tied together.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a wiggly worm.
If you just made it like, yes, you've got to run, you can't stop, you've got to run, and if they do clamp you, you clamp.
And
and
what?
And what?
But
there you go.
Contact sport.
Anyway, so we had we had the Edge, and Joe made one crossing and then just got pipped by Steel, wasn't it?
You've got it on your list.
Oh, I've got to go back to. I'm sure it was Steel.
This is why we make lists.
Go back in here. Okay, so The Edge, Steel, yes, German Steel, and Aman and Legend.
It's a good one.
Now, you know, I don't mind that the Legend, Sabre, when they're going up there and they do their swaggery walk, and immediately the contender gets across and gets 2 points. You kind of feel that's annoying for the other contender.
Yeah.
Because you think the Gladiators should be playing this game straight from the start. From the get-go. So that I find, it's showmanship, but when one person goes on there and their Gladiator does go from the get-go, and then another...
I see what you're saying.
It kind of, it makes it a bit imbalanced.
Going back to Aman...
Yep.
Literally, Legend got a good tackle on him.
Yeah,
I
did like the way Legend played it though. I mean, he let him get the first 2 points, and of course Joe got 2 points, so they were level pegging. So you could argue that's neither here nor there. But then Legend's going, do you want to go over that way? Or what about over that way? Or try that one over there. And you can see a man go, and then Legend just launched himself, and you're coming down. That was good.
That was a good one.
And then obviously Nikki went, and she had Fury, didn't she? Actually, want me to look at the notes?
Look at the notes again. You keep putting the notes down, but we need to reference the notes in order to figure out what to talk about.
Nikki had Dynamite, Kiva had Fury, and it was Nikki with Dynamite that took a bad fall. That's right, because Dynamite gave her a nice little speech afterwards. Anyway, I looked into that because obviously they didn't say anything on the programme on what happened. Yeah. But it turned out she got compressed. The way she landed, I saw a photograph where she had a very bruised arm, but she got compression of the spine, which caused her to lose feeding in both arms. But she has recovered.
That's good.
Okay, she has recovered, but she did a bad landing, and that explains exactly why she didn't do the eliminator. We'll get that. And then Kiva, obviously, was up there with Fury, and she just stepped down a waffle hole. Yeah,
that was hilarious. Oops.
Ran across, and then went, hey, there's a hole. I'm going to fall down it.
Waffle board of doom.
Yes. She went, I don't know why I did that.
I forgot there was holes in it.
Yeah, I just stepped off and went, oh shit. And down.
It's a testament to like how it could just there's just one false move and it's all over.
Well, that's it, and that's the thing, and that's what happens, especially on the eliminator. And so really, okay, let's deal with the ladies first, because obviously Nikki at this point couldn't do the eliminator. They weren't going to bring in a fresh person to do that. That wouldn't have been fair anyway. And so Kiva just won it. Went through. So there you go.
I agree with their reasoning, but I feel as if, as an audience, we were slightly denied.
True, but
an eliminator. Why didn't they just chuck a gladiator in there, just for funsies?
I think that I know exactly what you're saying, and I actually think that perhaps it would have been nice if they just let Kiva run it.
Yeah.
Just so if she's going to get through, let her run it so they can log her time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that gives her just gives the contestant the opportunity to do it,
and the audience
to enjoy the run. So on that I think maybe they should rethink that. Just give them a go.
Let them run.
Let them run. Let them run.
Stop it.
Anyway, anyway, so then we had the blokes. So let's get to the blokes. So we had Joe.
Interesting.
Now this is interesting because at this point, this is where I'm thinking, okay, right from the beginning, Joe, bless him, he's 40. He does CrossFit. The other guy, much younger, more wiry, more bounce.
Yeah.
He's already got a nice head start.
Points advantage. Yeah.
And a man was out there. I think Joe was just about getting onto the zip wire when a man was waiting to go up the travelator.
Yeah.
But then a man, his legs went.
Yeah. And
he came down. And then he did it again. And he came down. And then by that time, Joe had managed to catch him up.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God. I think Joe went down as well, didn't he? On his first attempt.
First go. Yeah.
So
it was like neck and neck. So this points advantage just suddenly completely dissipated.
Dissipated.
And then it was just first come, first served. Who's gonna get there? Who's gonna get there?
So a man had already done it twice and come down. Joe had done it once and come down.
Yeah.
So here they go. And Joe's got his head up, and the man just sort of like scooped onto the platform, but Joe landed it with his feet.
Yeah.
And bugger as Joe went through. Yeah, good on him.
Against all odds.
Yes. Now
I thought that was brilliant. Well done, Joe.
Yeah, and was it for... I can't remember who was it said that he might not get through to the quarterfinal. One of the Gladiators earlier on was jibing him.
Oh, I think it was... Yeah.
Yeah, you probably ain't even going to get through the quarterfinals.
I can't remember who it was. It was one of them.
But he got through.
Yeah.
Not the fastest time ever, and but he's gone through, so he's in the quarterfinals. Good on him. Good on him. Well done, Joe. Well done. Another beardy weirdy.
Technically, all he's got to do is have it go for him, what, 1-2 more times?
Yeah.
And then he's in the final.
A man showed that mistakes could be made. I mean, it wasn't... Well, I won't even say it was a mistake. Yeah, his legs gave out on him. If your legs give out on you, there ain't much you can do about it.
No. The thing is, he was ahead all the way through.
Yeah.
It was just the Travelator that got him.
Yeah, and that is the big killer, isn't it? The Travelator.
Yeah.
You know, so and that can really eat up that points lead, which is proved so good. Joe did it. Joe through, Kiva through, Nikki okay now, thankfully, and here we are onto a new little teaser at the end for next week. 2 teasers. Now I reckon they're going to bring in the new game, which was Unleash, which is. I bet Brad has just wanted to be called The Chase.
Yeah, it should have been called The Chase. I mean, come on, they're missing a trick here, guys.
Well, maybe they just can call it The Chase because of copyright.
Reasons.
I do believe in the original Gladiators they did have one called Pursuit.
That's a good name.
Pursuit. So I mean, they could have brought the name back.
Yeah.
Even if the game has changed, they could have said,
I don't know.
We're bringing an old favourite back.
Yeah. With
a new look.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I actually like the name Pursuit, and that's exactly what they're doing. I don't know. Unleash the beast. You know. So anyway, so we kind of got the idea of that. They've got to come out of a tunnel, run around a track. There seemed to be a breakable wall or something.
Yeah, they had to like burst through.
And then there was a
ramp,
a jump, and a grab.
Yeah.
Before the Gladiator catches up with it.
Intriguing.
But they also did do a quick flash of another Gladiator.
You think they're doing both?
I reckon.
Think they're doing both?
I reckon they'll do both in the same episode. I reckon they're going to get Unleashed plus the second new Gladiator.
But that's a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy.
But we're
not going to say anything until it happens.
We're going to say anything until it happens. Exciting times to be a Glad fan.
Yeah. Aren't we Glad fans?
We're
Glad fans. We're Glad fans. Everybody should
Let
be
us
Glad
know
fans.
If you're a Glad fan. Please put it down in the comments and say what you're excited about for the upcoming episodes of this season.
Huzzah!
If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe to this channel and comment below any suggestions of further reviews you'd like to see.
See you in the next one. Cyclone! Ha ha! You missed out! Ah!
No, I didn't!